Welcome to Il Mercato for our Monday night wine tasting. Tonight we're going to be tasting wines from France. We're going to be doing some Bordeaux's, white Bordeaux. We're going to be doing some Chardonnays from the Chalonnais, Pouilly-Fuissé. We're going to be doing a nice Beaujolais. We're going to be doing a Côte d'Aron, and we'll be also doing a Medoc wine, Chateau Patache d'Eau. First wine is the Chateau Coronel. It is predominantly Sauvignon Blanc with some Semillon, which you'll find from a lot of white wines from Bordeaux. Will be Sauvignon Blanc Semillon. Medium-bodied with a little bit of honey in it, good acidity, good balance.
When it's fermented in cold temperatures up to 8 degrees, so it's a slower fermentation process. But
Stainless steel.
Stainless steel. But you get that bright acidity to it, that great lemon peel, lime peel. I'm getting a little bit of that too. It's that great zest that can really pair well with foods.
Good minerality in white Bordeaux as well, especially the ones that come from the Graves. You'll get that really crisp minerality. This wine right here has got a lot going on. You have melon, you have that Sauvignon Blanc, apple, grapefruit. Pear, really, it's just a beautiful wine. The next white wine we're going to do is a Pouilly-Fuissé from the Chalonnais. This is a Chardonnay. I mean, technically considered a Burgundy wine, but it is south of your main areas of Burgundy. And a lot of limestone and clay, which Chardonnay loves. The limestone, loves the clay. It thrives down here. This is a full-body Chardonnay. It sees about, 9 months of oak?
9 months.
9 months of oak. This is Vincent Girardin, which is he's a negociant, very well known in Burgundy, and we're going to try it right now. What do you think about this one? Nice vanilla nose, lemon curd.
You get that little bit of mallow going on there, and you'll see that with a lot of producers from the Pouilly-Fuissé, where some will experiment with the different fermentations with the different oaks. Also, they'll do a little bit of lees stirring to kind of get that flavor well into the wine.
Yes.
Exactly, batonnage. So you'll have these different styles, and this is a great representation from this area.
The next wine, Beaujolais, made from the Gamay grape. Gamay grape grows everywhere in Burgundy, and I love Beaujolais wines because they're red wines, and they're very light-bodied, but with a lot of aromatics, or a lot of fruit-forward, light, crisp, early drinking wines, especially the non-cru wines such as this, the Vionnaires Brouilly. This wine, you really get a lot of minerality. It's the granite-based soil, like I just said earlier. You get a lot of the strawberry. You get a lot of red fruit, red berries coming out on this. Great fruit wine.
Yeah. And then at the end, you get just a slight earthiness to it, which, really great Brouillys or really great top crus for Beaujolais can easily be mistaken for Pinot Noirs, where you have that great earthiness, minerality. The acidity is right there. But you still get that lively fruit and that bright, almost ruby purple color that's just
a great finish. If you usually drink white wine, but the dish is calling for red or vice versa, you can always go with a Beaujolais.
Now, this next one that we're doing is one of our Medoc wines. This is a blend of Cabernet Sauvignon, Merlot, Cabernet Franc, and Petit Verdot. The Petit Verdot is just a slight 3-4%, I believe, on this one.
It's kind of covering all the bases for the grapes that you want to round out a red wine from the Medoc. Really great nose. Not really too much to say about this wine. We get this from Brandon from Steakhole, and this is one of our biggest selling Medoc wines. It's just when people want a Bordeaux, they want that cigar box, they want that leather, they want that darker cherry, they want that fuller bodied wine, something that's going to go with your steaks, your heavier dishes. I like to pair this wine with heavier bodied foods because it's a bolder wine. It's got a lot going on. The Cabernet Sauvignon really comes out in the forefront. The Merlot rounds it out. The Patache d'Eau, the 06 is a little bit cooler of a vintage. It's not like the 05s, which are classic vintage, which are huge.
Beautiful.
But this one actually, I gotta say, for the Patache d'Eau, I kind of prefer this vintage for this particular blend because it's a little bit rounder. I think this exact blend in the 05 would be just the cab would just be a little bit too strong, a little bit overpowering.
And again, that's the Cabernet Franc and the Cabernet Sauvignon, giving that structure to the wine. Just great backbone to it.
The next wine is a Côte d'Aron, 2007. Fantastic vintage. One of my favorite vintages next to 2005. This is Grenache, Mourvèdre, and Cinsault.
Cinsault, actually.
So it's kind of a, not odd, but it's a different, it's not your regular Grenache Syrah.
Yeah, Mourvèdre.
It's got some Cinsault in it.
But that Cinsault just adds great character.
It adds some nice spiciness to it.
As Mike was saying before, the 07 was a much better year. You have that great weather that just completely allowed the grapes to ripen up.
Yeah, you had hot weather during harvest. So it was dry harvest, which really lends itself to this particular, to these grapes, to this vintage, and it was great. Everybody loves the 07s.
You get that typical characteristic of the Grenache and the Syrah, where you have that almost, just bright fruit. You get that a little bit dark cherry, but as well you get that great earthiness, minerality,
peppery.
You get that black pepper, which is amazing. Just a great wine overall to have. Thank you again for joining us for our 11th wine tasting. Obviously, you've seen the different styles of wines that we have here, ranging from our Bordeaux to our Burgundies to our Rhônes. And for next week, we'll have another special selection for you, so stay tuned, and we'll be able to help you out with that.
Old World, New World. Old World Pinot. I don't know, I think this
Oregon Pinot? I don't know. I don't get that typical characteristic for Willamette.
Alright, what is it?
Very spicy.
You know, the Ridge, Willamette Valley, Oregon.
This is a Vitis Vinifera. Monte. Bordeaux. Chilean something. He just likes to go to Chile. He's just in Chile because Chile is cool. Man, Chile's nice this summer.
Yeah, Hidalgo Oloroso.
Hidalgo.
Last one of the night. Muscat.
Okay, I was wrong.
Thank you, yes.
How can you differentiate between the two?
You get a lot of fruit coming off the New World wines, like a lot of
A line, right?
it's going to be, the first thing you're going to smell is basically fruit, berries, strawberry, blueberry, raspberry, just a fruit thing. Overall wines, you start to get that as secondary note. You'll get like spice first, or herbs first, and then you'll say, oh, you know, it also has some fruit behind it. This, I smell spice first. I smell flowers. I smell Spain. Thank you for coming to Il Mercato's 11th Monday night wine tasting. It's been a lot of fun tonight. A lot of really nice wines, and next week we will have a full dinner menu and a lot more wines and hopefully the same people.
And look forward for the coming tastings where we will be doing a sake tasting coming up on November 15th. And also we will be doing a champagne and sparkling wine tasting coming November 22nd.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Cheers.